Welcome back to the moon as we continue our search for office supplies. Okay, you remember what we did last time? I need to print out an email, but I need to do it on official paper. And we saw that little sign in the storage room, operating room really, saying that the office supplies were moved to one of the residential rooms, and I wasn't able to find it. Well, I found it. Do you see it? Do you see the office supplies? That's not office supplies. That's one sheet of paper. That is a single sheet of paper. The person organizing the office supplies took one sheet of letterhead paper and moved it into this room. I was looking for like a box of paper. That's not what we were looking for. That one annoys me a little bit because I know I've passed by this. I've looked at this closet more than once. Could have picked this up at any time. High quality paper. A company logo is embossed on the front. That's our letterhead. Okay. Let's print out a motherfucking email. Actually, I think it's this way. So the prisoner is in there. He says he won't say anything. He has the pocket watch that belongs to the cosmonaut commander that he told us to give it to Natalia, the one remaining cosmonaut. But we have to get to that prisoner. Okay, let's see. Do we just load the paper in? There we go. Print this out. No, I don't need to look at that again. Okay, official release permit. Here we go.
Has my release date passed?
Before we give it to him, let's just take a nice look at our beautiful printout. Oh, it's so beautiful. Looks all official. Release permit date May 24th, 2044. Surveillanod on the person mentioned below is removed, and a release of him is hereby permitted. Henry Polybus. Take it.
Looks like I finally got through to headquarters. I'd better release him as soon as possible. I've completed my duty, and justice has been served. Now, time to go home. Being a guard is not easy.
Yeah, get out of here, you. I'm glad the proper paperwork allows you to travel into the afterlife. Alright, let's look him up in our notes. I believe this is Clark Brogan. Ghost that was typing at the computer terminal in the dispensary. You know what? Why do they call this room the dispensary? Not really what I thought it was gonna be. He released the lock on the cell door after I handed him the prisoner release confirmation. Relieved to be finished with his work, he gained his freedom. All right. Let's take a look at this cell.
I will say,
Hey, you have the watch. Give me the... I want that watch.
they sure did take their sweet time, though.
Well, you know, they needed the proper letterhead and everything. You know how it is.
I should have never been thrown in jail. I threatened to rat out the director. I got sent to jail.
Ah, I see.
Well, here's better than being left in the basement, I suppose.
The basement?
The priest is, I am sure, dead by now.
Yeah, he's been trying to kill me whenever he shows up.
If left in a place like that, he'd be gone in no time. Take this. I don't need it anymore.
A laboratory key.
If you
True.
get out of here now. Ah, it's nice to be out of that cage.
And he's out of here. Yeah, the lab needed a special key. So we got it now. But did he drop the... He did. Pocket watch. Discloiso was engraved on it. All right. So we got both the pocket watch and the lab key. So the pocket watch will go to Natalia. And the lab key goes to the lab door, which is close by. Oh, let's look him up in the notes. Henry Polybus, ghost that was confined to a room in the patient ward. He was locked up for threatening the director of the lunar facility. He vanished in a bright glow of white light, happy to be free again. He's going to blow the whistle on what's going on up here. What with the fog and the ghosts and the red stone and the sacrificing of the best friend to the red stone? Some funny business is happening here, is what's happening. Lab. Lab's over here. All right. Finally got the key to the lab.
Security key recognized. Access granted.
Now, what kind of lab do we have here? Is it a lab studying ghosts? Or maybe studying a red... It's full of fog. Any angry ghosts in here?
Please insert employee ID card.
I got one of those.
ID verified. Ventilation system activated.
Oh, that was easy. No problem. Yep, that's a door. That's a door if I've ever seen one. Actually, there are multiple doors in this place. Alright, let's take a look around in this room first. Research equipment. Closet. Many lab coats hung up. That's what you get in labs. You get white coats. Doesn't seem like we can interact with them. Electronic organizer. It's old but still working. Let me take a look at that. It's old but still working. The orb knows a color of the truth. You don't say. New mineral discovery. Chemical composition check incomplete. Deep red hue. Extremely high oxygen content. Oxygen shortage resolved. Wish granted. Fog appearing. Doesn't seem toxic. Facility operating normally. Red stone. Sacrifice. Must keep operations on schedule. Claudia can join me here. Then, accidents increasing. Mining quotas below expectations. Mine has to take priority. Facility deserted. Food supplies depleted. Stone not enough. Everyone food. Wish granted. Red eat. Everyone dead. Food gone. Stone. Memo. Orb, the secret lies in these colors. That's not what that says. The secret lies in these colors. Takes effort to format your text like that if you're just typing it in, I think. Alright, so the secret lies in these colors. Whatever the colors might be. And that's a picture of... Well, let me look at the text. I can't seem to pick it up. Woman in the picture is Claudia. What's my wife doing in your picture? I'm sorry, our fiancé. We're not married. We only have a promise ring, not a wedding ring. Partially completed letter rests on desk next to computer. I can't seem to interact with it, though. There's some funny business happening here. How does the director of this facility know our fiancé? All right. This is the door that the camera was pointing at. What we got? Got beds. Research equipment. And, well, before we look at that, anything we can look at in here? Maybe not. All right. What's this over here? Passcode. We got some colorful buttons. Okay, well, we know from what we just looked at here that the orb knows a color of the truth. What was the actual wording? Because it wasn't exactly that. Orb, the secret lies in these colors. And orb is spelled in all caps. I mean, is it just as simple as orange, red, blue? Yeah, it is. Oh, is that a red chemical? That is a red chemical. Do not mix. Oh, we're mixing. You better believe we're mixing. Alright, we got yellow chemical much earlier on. And we saw in the vision, they said if you mix it with the red chemical, it gets hot. Yeah, look how far up on our inventory yellow chemical is. That was a while back, and now we got red. Alright, so we saw a thing of ice on the lunar surface. Let's make some heat.
I'm an android. All I do is memorize things. You and Claudia are apart. And all the people who got involved with this facility have lost their lives. But they're also bound by memory. Remember me? I'm Kenneth. Kenneth Livingston. This place has quieted down a lot. This picture will be done soon.
Thanks, Ken. That seemed kind of cryptic. But we have a name. He never told us what his name was. Kenneth Livingston. Man from the studio. He claims to be an android who has dwelt here for a long time and documented all the events that took place. He mentioned that his painting is almost complete. Yeah, he's been painting the ghosts we've been saving on his walls. Okay, you just stop by to let us know. Anything in the stove? Looks as though it hasn't been used in a long time. Well, that's great, Ken. I'm glad you're almost done with your painting. But we have some things that we can do right now. We could give Natalia the pocket watch. But I think that right now what we'll do is go back out to the lunar surface. And try to melt that ice. So, with those those ghosts that we saved, is Natalia the only No, Natalia and the priest. I think those are the only remaining ghosts that we've seen. I don't think we've seen any else. It doesn't mean that there aren't, but I think those two are the only ones we haven't freed yet.
Please wait for pressure stabilization. Atmospheric adjustment.
And also wife. Wherever wife might be. Sorry, fiancé. We saw her once in the distance wearing a wedding dress. She's not appeared since. But I mean, surely our fiancé is not dead. She's alive. She's alive and not a ghost, of course. We're just, trying to meet her. It's all going to turn out fine. All right. Here is this ice thing. As far as the priest goes, the prisoner ghost mentioned something about being in the basement and the priest would not survive there. I'm not sure which basement he's talking about. Okay, how about some yellow? Yeah, sprinkle that yellow on there. What about some red? Some beautiful red sprinkles. Ah, there we go. It did indeed get hot. We're opening this. All right, well, this is a new area. We have not been here yet because it's been frozen. I don't even know what part of the base this is supposed to be. Door lock activation panel. Controls are broken. This door is locked? No, it's not locked. Oh, it's a monitor room. That's convenient. Let's save while we're here. Alright, let's take a look at some surveillance cameras. Our favorite part of Echo Night Beyond. Got an area with some rooms and such, and then you can look through cameras. There's like a big area in there. What is this? We got lunar surface, oxygen storage access, oxygen storage area. Alright, so, I mean, we've been on the lunar surface. That stairway we went down is storage area, storage access, and now we're in oxygen storage area, which is small, but there is a door, which who knows where that leads to. Let's take a look through some cameras. Well, are we gonna find out anything information? Find out anything interesting by looking at the lunar surface? We've already been out there a bunch of times. I suppose it could be possible that there's some green. I see some green over there. Okay, but that's not accessible with this camera. Let's see if there's anything else that we can see with this one. No, I don't think so. Okay, this one can see the green. Give me that green.
Where are you? Claudia, it's kind of dark and gloomy in here. I just wanted to save everyone. And this facility... Everybody's dead now. My wish, a red stone. My last wish, Claudia.
Well, that probably doesn't have anything to do with us. Just an unrelated person who was the last surviving person on the base looking for Claudia. Surely. That's the entrance to the mine. I don't see anything else out here. Don't see any other green. Let's look in storage access. Nothing standing out here. And storage area, which we have yet to explore. Well, those look like bodies. Okay, that's... Oh, there's some ghosts. Are we... I think that's the monitor room where we are. I don't see any green. So, let's walk on out. Talk to some ghosts. Hey everyone, how we doing?
You.
Me?
Why did you come here? Get out.
She doesn't like me.
Right now.
You feel the same?
Get out. I don't like you. I won't allow this.
I won't allow this. Absolutely not. Not you. Aren't you ashamed of your behavior? You deserted your friends and confined us here to pursue your own desire. If you are ashamed, get out right now.
Well, clearly we've had some differences.
Stone. That fog is taking so many people's lives. Why won't you stop?
But the red stone is so pretty, and it lights up when I use it.
Where is the priest?
He's been looking for me, honestly.
He was the first person who praised me. He was like a leader to me. Get out.
Here, looks like they're repeating now. Alright, looks like it's a party time in here. Well, we only talked to 2 ghosts. 3 bodies in there. Oh, this is locked. How do you suppose we unlock it? Yeah, it says close. Excuse me, is there a way to open? Well, we saw that this was not working. Let me back up and get that text again. Door lock activation panel, controls are broken. Alright, where is Priest? Also, I have not used the red stone since I woke up in that shuttle. I feel very proud of myself for not using the red stone. I mean, we don't have the red stone as far as I know. Unless... No, nothing happened. Maybe I'm just hallucinating and see the promise ring, but it's actually the red stone I've been holding the whole time. Maybe. Alright, 3 bodies in there. Oh, the third one's the priest, isn't it? Yeah. So, that guy and lady there are the ghosts in here. That guy in the back, that's priest. He's not here because he's been following me around. Somehow he's able to move around, but only in the fog. And Guy is asking, hey, where is that priest anyway?
I don't like
He doesn't like me.
How dare you lock him in here for your own selfishness? We will protect the priest. We will no matter what. Quit using that fog.
Well, I don't see anything to interact with. Well, I gotta pleasure these ghosts. But these ghosts are real mad at me. Okay, she's Kayla Konachalko. Ghost encountered in the emergency oxygen storage area. She died at the priest's side after being locked in the adjacent room by the director. She hates the director and his continued use of the stone. Just stop using that stone. And Jeffrey Ambligo. Ghost encountered in the emergency oxygen storage area. He held the priest in a very hard regard and still searches for him even now. He despises the facility's director for what has happened in this place. Can we look up priest? Try to remember what the priest's name is. Oh, hey, that's new. Director, male. Man from security camera recordings. He was the director of the facility. Seems to have a personal interest with the new mineral discovery that was made here. Oddly, no name for director or picture. Who is director? It's a mystery. Who was priest? Trying to remember name of priest. Not Dudley, not Martin, not Nikolai, not Kenneth. Dan? No. Not him, not her. Nick. Ghost seen wandering areas of the facility engulfed in fog. He is a priest that was dispatched to the facility, being one of the few people whose counsel the director would listen to. Well, the last time we saw the priest was in the starport in the foggy hallway, but I cleared the fog. I got rid of the fog. And since then, I have not seen him again, because he's only appeared in foggy areas. But as far as where the priest would be, there is like a chapel at the entrance to the mine. And he was there once when there was fog, and of course he tried to attack me there. There's no fog now. So he hasn't been there since. But I mean, it is right here. You could check it out. It seems like those two ghosts are very concerned about the priest. Or that jump might be bad. Okay, it was almost bad. You know, if the considering that it seems like our protagonist is the director, I don't really know what the deal is with the story in the manual saying that Richard and Claudia were going on the shuttle to the moon because they were going to get married there. It's just like the manual was lying to me.
Adjusting atmospheric pressure. Please wait for pressure stabilization. Atmospheric adjustment complete.
Priest, are you here? There's some ghosts that are mad at me. And... oh, hey, you are here! And he's not trying to kill me. How we doing? We ready to, you know, forgive and live and let live and all that?
I was engulfed with hatred and fog. Since Kayla and Jeffrey died, confined in the basement to save my life.
I don't think they saved your life.
I lived my life with God, but was it something I really wished? That figure in the fog was me. I know. What I wished was in that fog. This is what the director was saying about the fog. The power of that red stone. Take this. Look after it.
Rosary? It's his rosary necklace.
Kayla, Jeffrey, I pray they will be released and find their way out of that dark fog. May the truth fall upon you.
Oh, he's out of here. That was the angriest ghost of all, but we finally pleasured him. Rosary necklace. All right. He did come back to the chapel after all. Well, okay, if the priest is okay, maybe, you know, maybe the friends. Maybe they'll be okay now.
Adjusting atmospheric pressure.
Look, they have no reason to stick around
Stabilization.
if priest is gone. Like, they can just follow him.
Adjustment complete.
But if our director here was making all these wishes on this red stone, where did the red stone go? I haven't seen a sign of this red stone. Hey everyone, I got some good news. Have a rosary.
This is no way.
This is the priest.
Priest, did I turn my back on God's teachings? You said not to hold grudges towards anyone.
Yeah, not even the director who's responsible for everyone dying. You need to forgive me, most of all. It's only holy to forgive me, the person who caused all this.
I hate you.
No, you have to forgive me. God says so.
If the priest says so, I'll be patient.
Yes, I know, Jeffrey. Poor thing. Someday, you will understand what he meant.
The priest said it's important that everybody corrects their wrongdoings.
Let's go, Jeffrey. He's waiting for us.
I am saved. I hope you will be saved soon.
You're welcome.
Go to the observatory. Then you can be saved.
Oh, the observatory. That's true. We've never been able to get in there.
Waiting.
See you two. Observatory key. We got it. And I suppose we just never get in here. I guess we'll never know where, if this room would lead to anywhere. It's not for us. Not for us to know. But we do have observatory key. Now, does the observatory lead to an end game? Is a question. Because it seems like kind of like a dramatic room. Let's take a look at this key. Well, look how dramatic this key looks. Oh, I should probably look up our pals here in the notes. Oh, not that, no. Right, so as far as the priest goes, he hated the fog for what it did to people. He remained in areas it enveloped with the hope of saving those trapped. He came to grip with his anger and was freed. Oh, okay. The reason he was wandering and was in the foggy areas was he was trying to save the people trapped in the fog. The fact that he kept attacking me, just, coincidental, I guess. These two? She hated the director for what he did to all of those who lived in the lunar facility, but Nick's teachings allowed her to forgive him, and her ghost was set free. Jeffrey hated the director for the actions he took against the priest, but after reflecting on Nick's teachings, he put aside his hate and found freedom. All right. If we are getting into the end game, I'm gonna give the pocket watch to Natalia. Like, we need Natalia to be able to use the tram for the spaceport, but I think we did everything in the spaceport. Like, the ghosts we found in spaceport were the cat, the old woman who owned the cat, the guy who wanted the music box, and the priest. And of course, the priest left. I think we got everything that we needed from spaceport, so I think we can give the pocket watch to Natalia. I don't think we need her to go to spaceport anymore. And once we do that, then I think every ghost will have been pleasured except Claudia. But we haven't even seen her aside from that one time.
Adjusting atmospheric pressure. Please wait for pressure stabilization. Atmospheric adjustment.
What an empty base this now is. Right, that way. So we want to go to, right, spaceport.
Commander, you remember those days?
Well, she's about to remember those days. As we got the pocket watch.
This is the Commander's pocket watch. You are giving this to me? Commander, thank you very much. I love you.
And she's out. Didn't drop anything. But we don't need anything. Let's take a look at our notes. Right, she was surprised to learn that the leader of the team had always looked on her fondly. Comforted by this thought, she was freed after I gave her his watch. All right, the entire cosmonaut crew has now been freed, and every ghost in the facility except maybe one. Now, we freed just about everyone, as far as everyone we can find, in the work area, the residential area, the energy area, the spaceport. Now it's time to go to the energy area to unlock this observatory, which I'm guessing is, like, the end. But I don't have that much time tonight. So, we're going to have to do that next time. But before we go, why don't we take a look to meet Kenneth and see if he's finished his painting. Looks like there's space for, like, one more. Alright, who did we get tonight? Well, we already got him last time, Sergey. Here's Clark. Here's Henry. Here's Natalia. Here's Nick. Here's Kayla. And here's Big Jeffrey. What's with this pose on Henry? I don't really know what he's going for there. And the first one we got started here. This was Dudley. And looking at that, I can't help but notice that, like, there looks like there's, like, an additional space. Can't help but notice that. No, he's not here. Painting supplies. Medkit is full. All right, Ken's gone. Or at least he's not here. I feel like there's only one more room to go into, and that's the observatory. But of course, like I said, we're going to have to wait till next time. Because my understanding is that there are 4 endings in this game. Now, fortunately, they're all endings that, like, we can do at the end. I don't think I need to replay the game for multiple endings. Because that was necessary for, like, in Echo Knight 2. But I don't think it's necessary here. But there are 4 endings. All right. Save successful. Yes. Well, Echo Knight Beyond coming to its close. It seems like that we can figure out what happened. What happened at this base and what happened with our character Richard. The only thing I don't understand is, why does the manual say something different? Is there a reason that we might think that we're not the director of the base? Is there a reason we might think that Richard and Claudia flew here from Earth for the sake of getting married and and Richard forgot that he was actually the director who used the red stone and doomed the base because of it? Is there a reason for that? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out next time if the game is going to give us a reason for it. But also, we'll find out next time, is Satan going to appear? Because he has not shown up yet. In Echo Knight 1, he appeared every so often as the merchant and then revealed himself that maybe he was more than a merchant at the end of the game. In Echo Knight 2, he only appeared at the very end in the true ending. So he stayed away in that game as well. What's going to happen here? Will Big S appear at the end of Echo Knight Beyond to say, hey, that red stone is pretty cool, huh? I don't know. I guess we're going to find out next time, as I assume we are concluding Echo Knight Beyond.